Attention will be turned to the Parliament this afternoon as Minister of Finance Colm Imbert will present the 2018-2019 budget. This will be Minister Imbert's fourth budget presentation. One of the key matters expected to be highlighted in this year's budget will be the impact the closure of the Petrotrin refinery is likely to have on the price of gasoline and diesel and the likely cost to the taxpayer to restructure the state company. Last year, Minister Imbert had presented a $50 billion budget, which was revised downwards to $49 billion. The sitting of the House of Representatives begins at 1:30 p.m. And we have our team on the ground, both inside and outside Parliament, and we go over to Karen Kozier-Phillip, who is outside the Parliament building. Karen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rishi, and good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, we're outside the Parliament building, where in just under 2 hours, Finance Minister Colm Imbert will present his 2019 budget, his fourth budget since coming into in 2015. Now, on Sunday, the Finance Minister did not give any hints whatsoever about what is expected in this budget. Of course, he said that is confidential until the budget presentation is made. Now, I don't know if you can see behind me, we haven't seen many members of Parliament or many persons going into the Parliament chamber, but we do have a strong presence from the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, and they are here to highlight their displeasure, of course, with the closure of Petrotrin. They've been gathered here since about 11 a.m. and they're waiting on President General Ansel Roger and other executives of the OWTU to come here and, of course, start their protest and, of course, to highlight their displeasure with the closure of Petrotrin, of course, which will also take center stage during the Finance Minister's budget presentation this afternoon. So for now, it's just the OWTU workers here waiting around, waiting to hear from their President General and from their executives and maybe get a voice or an audience with the Finance Minister or with the Prime Minister before he does make his budget presentation. I'm Karen Kozier-Phillip. Back to you, Rishi.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. And during our pre-budget discussion, which will be live on TTT and Talk City 91.1 FM, also on Facebook, TTT Live Online, and on our website, ttt.live. You can tune into those stations for all of the updates. Just after the news, we'll have the pre-budget discussion, we'll have the live budget presentation from the Minister of Finance, and we'll also have a post-budget analysis, so you can definitely stay with us for everything that is happening. Well, Finance Secretary at the Tobago House of Assembly, Joel Jack, is expecting Tobago to be treated fairly, consistent with what the island has been given since 2015 when the 2018-2019 budget is presented. Mr. Jack said the Assembly has requested around $5 billion, but
we understand the challenges of the Minister of Finance, and as it relates to the economy, with respect to the favorable turnaround in the national economy, while the figures may not reflect the total sum of $5 billion, I anticipate that the minister, following the precedent that was set, would give Tobago a favorable budgetary support.
As it relates to tourism, he expects the minister to outline 2 game changers for the island. One of those is sandals.
The potential to be beyond employment, but to earn foreign exchange and to really contribute to national economic diversification. I think this project is a game changer, not only for Tobago, but for the national economy.
He also wants to hear the minister's statements, if any, on the Crown Point Airport. Well, the Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is hoping that government will take measures to mitigate any negative impact the shutting down of the Petrotrin refinery will have on the fuel price. According to the Chamber, any increase in the price of fuel will lead to an increase in the cost of transport and electricity, and in turn the cost of living for citizens. The foreign exchange situation is also something the Chamber wants the minister to address, as it says businesses have a great challenge accessing this.